Hello, and welcome to a different kind of episode than previously done for Shadows of Sharn. Uh, for today, we're going to be doing doing an episode that's a between the cases of the case in this scenario, where we're going to be checking in with the party and their time between major cases as they have recently unraveled the mysteries and solved their first case, finding a woman's husband and having to put him to the rest for good. So, with those events and some drama that happened pretty soon afterwards, how about we go ahead and say hello to our good old party right over here. Say hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Thank you for joining me here today. So, there's a bit of a recap right there, but would anyone like to go ahead and give a different or more thorough kind of recap over the first case?
The full first case?
It doesn't need to be like a whole 20 minutes. Just if you'd like to go ahead and give a quick wrap. If you don't want to, that's also okay. Sorry, this is something I just sprung on you all.
This guy got murdered by Boromar agents because he was doing some shitty shit that they didn't like. And then his wife was like, oh no, my hubbo, brought him back from the dead. And then he was like, I'm gonna kill all those motherfuckers. And she was like, yikes, I've created a monster. But I'm not gonna tell these people. That he's a monster and I know where he is and that he's a Zambo, but I'll just let him figure it out themselves. Sorry, I'm being invaded. And then we found him eventually after some poking around, talking to some spiders, doing this, that, and the other thing. And we found him, we killed him. Yay, good job, team. And then someone did a little nasty thing, and while we were trying to save the head of the Boromars, at least down here, Ilsa Boromar, someone did a little bit of a stab, so we had a bit of a moral conundrum about whether or not we should commit a murder, like an actual murder. And then we got that all sorted, and then we tried to lie a little bit to her when we were like, hey, everything's Gucci, and she was like, okay, sure, a little sussy, but she didn't kill us on the spot, but we Gucci now. We told the wife that, hey, we murdered your husband, but he loved you at least, ? And she was like, cool, I'm deucing the fuck out of this city. And we walked her to the train station. She asked, have you all lost stuff? And then everyone except for me and Tones dropped like truth bombs about like everyone that they've ever lost, and we were just like silent. And then can you and then yeah, we all went and did our individual things and all had little individual drama moments, and now we're here.
Wonderful.
True.
Thank you very
True.
much.
Did I miss anything important? Chaos got a job.
Yeah, we formed a group. We're called the Party Posse.
Are we?
We never gave ourselves a name.
I never voted on this.
If you never voted in my mind, I appreciate it. Stay out of there. It's horrible. It's very sad.
So welcome to our 3-hour workshop where we're going to try to figure out a party name, and that's going to be the entirety of this session.
I either have Party Posse or Bussy Boys on the table. I'm leaning towards the right, I'm just saying. Also, Nate, this is the part where you kick me and you just edit this part out.
Alright. So, gonna be going ahead and deciding upon who we're gonna go ahead and see for the first time. If anyone feels very prepared, say so now, or I'm gonna go ahead and roll the dice.
Go ahead and roll that dice, gamer.
All
Feel
right,
the fear in the enemy's eyes.
D5 on roll 20. Okay, 1, 2. You can't see because I'm pointing to my screen.
Hmm.
All right, we're gonna go with D first since I got a 2.
Oh joy, I'm completely ready. I haven't just been fucking flinging around my lightsaber all game. Hi. So I think after where we last left Tones off, Tones will. How long is the downtime we have?
You have a little over a month between downtime.
Okay, so I'd say for like most of the days while the sun is up of the month, Tone spends most of his time just being as available as he can to help anybody else with anything else. And if any of them don't need help, then Tones will. I'd like to look into Antonio Gabriel throughout the city. I want to look into that name. Just anywhere that I can. I want to find out if I can who paid for that headstone.
Okay.
And tangentially, if at all possible, I'd like to find out if there's a body buried in there.
Roll me an investigation check on this.
Oh,
As you spend your
Awesome.
downtime going ahead and trying to look around, if you wish, you can go ahead and spend some coin during this time to try to make this easier on yourself. That would be an
yeah.
amount determined by yourself.
I'll if I hit any walls, I'll definitely loosen some tongues with gold. So I rolled. You said investigation,
Yes.
so that is going to be a 16.
16. Okay. It'll take you a couple of weeks, kind of like, searching around, like, kind of like asking about the area. But eventually you do find, like, the right person who can kind of, like, lead you to let you know that where you want to go would be checking out the Sharn's Veteran Commission. They've got their building over in like Middle Memphis Plateau.
Okay. I'll grab a hood and a mask, just like a face mask, and I'll head over there.
The building within, the building that you see etched into one of the smaller towers within the core tower, is mildly well kept together. You can see that there are several people outside, kind of like asking for help and donations. Some of them look like they've. Well, some of them you can see are wearing some prosthetic limbs. Some of them have like heavy battle scarring on them, so you can imagine that a few of the people that are volunteering outside are veterans themselves. And going within the building itself, you can see that there's several people of different types here. There's mostly humans, but you can see there are half-elves, orcs, half-orcs, and goblinoid figures as well who are trying to help out within. There's a person at the front desk area, a half-elf, who is kind of like just scrounging around, trying to jot down some money and jot down some notes before looking at what seems to be checks, and then like copying some information down.
Okay. I'm gonna try and like if I can avoid talking to anyone, I'd like to at first. I'll just look around and see if there are any like memorials or like if there are any like in memoriam type things that I can check out. Anything like that.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say that uh, each eastern western wall, you can see that there are plaques that are kind of like that have different names on them. At the top of each wall, you can see there's in memoriam. These names looking to be those that are either killed in action or missing in action.
Can I scan for my name?
Easy enough, alphabetically. You see on the eastern wall, Antonio Gavi's. At that point, you are approached by one of the by a human man that's working here. Very tired eyes, wrinkles over their face. They seem to be in their upper 40s. Kind of like approach you and go, "Oh, hello there. Looking for a name of someone you knew?"
Yes. I was this man in Antonio. He
So-
saved a friend of mine. I think. I was wondering. I was actually trying to find out more about him. If I could.
Let's see. If you want, I can help you find if he's got any family in Sharn.
Please, yeah.
Okay. Just give me a moment as I try to find his name in the paperwork. Find. Hold on.
Oh yeah. Take your take your time.
Okay. And the human man's gonna go ahead and start up. You can see them walk into an office in the back as well. And the door's open. You can see them kind of like shuffling through a file cabinet trying to look for some papers. After a few minutes, they come out with an envelope and kind of like open it up as they walk over to you. Sorry to say, but it doesn't look like he's got any surviving family in the city.
Okay. That's that's what I thought. So
Yes, if you want, you can write a letter to his sister over in Rote.
May. Sorry. Maybe later. Thank you for the help. Was he was a medic, right?
Yes, it would seem so. Didn't recover
Right.
the body though, so he's listed as missing in action.
Okay. And is it common for people who are missing in action? Is it common for them to have headstones?
It's been long enough. At this point, they're considered dead.
That makes sense. Thank you so much. What did you say your name was?
My name is Brett.
I appreciate it. If I need anything else, I'll come for you. Thank you.
Have a good day, young sir.
Yeah.
And if you ever feel like doing some volunteer work, we could always use some bodies here. No pressure. Have a good day.
Yeah, you have a good one as well. I'd like to go out onto the street and vomit. Just throw up in an alleyway.
Oh, okay. I was wondering, okay, were you just walking right out the doors and... Okay.
And then I'd like to rip the holy symbol off of my neck and look at it again and more closely. Do I recognize what god it's for?
Roll religion check.
That is a 4.
Before it's hard to discern, you're probably feeling like a bit confused and like things are already like hard to understand right now. And so that's kind of like affecting your mind right now. This maybe if you're able to, maybe some other time. Maybe this is just a question to kind of like rack your brains on for a bit.
Yeah. I'm just a little discombobulated. That's all. I know exactly who this is for. It's just slipping my mind. I would like to find someone to help. I don't particularly care what with. I would, you know what? I'll go over to the volunteer line and I'll start just helping. I'm gonna keep the hood up and the mask on though.
Interesting.
Alright. Okay, so you're going to the volunteer line, right?
Yep, just gonna if anyone I'd love to help if anybody been here for a particularly long time.
Oh.
Take a
Yep.
shift.
Okay. Yeah, you can go ahead and meet with a gnomish woman who kind of like looks at you, kind of like approach. Oh, hello there.
Hi. Just wanted to help out if I could.
Oh, certainly. What do you want to help with? Trying to get donations? Talk to veterans?
I mean, I'm a fairly competent healer. I'm a decent chef, but that's kind of last resort, if you know what I mean.
Oh, that's fair. There's not necessarily any healing that's needed here, but if you want, you can check out one of House Draskel's branches. Got one just a few streets down here that's veteran clinic. You can think about volunteering there.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that.
That's no problem.
And I'll just spend the rest of that day checking, just helping people and giving no one any information on myself. And on subsequent days, I'd like to go to a church. I won't walk into a church with the whole disguise on, but I'll just be like, uh, excuse me. Well, I guess the question first is, what kind of church do I walk into?
The more popular churches within Sharn would be to the Sovereign Host, which are a collection of different divinities. There are 9 of them. There's also the Church of Silver Flame, which is a popular one in some other countries, mostly to deal with rain as well as the marshes. Those are like the 2 largest churches within Sharn, though.
I'll go. Yeah.
I was gonna say, and with the Sovereign Host, like each one of the deities they have are separate churches as well, and have a tendency to have each deity people worship. They'll go ahead and worship differently still.
Roger that. Can I go to the temple of a god of light?
God of Light. Okay. After doing some looking around, you can find a god that you can see is mostly to deal with light. Do Ra. I'll go ahead and just type that into Twitch. Both Roll20 and Twitch chat.
That.
She is the goddess of the sun that drives away the darkness. She is the wisdom in war and stands for those who fight with honor and justice.
Good.
Yeah, you can see within this temple's structure that there are, this particular one, there are an assortment of broken blades and hefts of axes, all these discarded remains of weapons that are fused and molded together along the walls as their own memorials to those that have fallen.
I'll walk in with the holy symbol still on the broken like neck chain. And I'll say, excuse me, I happened to come across this, looked like it was just laying in the street. Do you happen to know what this iconography is? I'm not a overly religious person myself.
All right. Or you can look at that, and the priest you're dealing with right now kind of like looks it over. Sorry, friend, but I'm not too familiar with this symbol myself. It could be,
Really?
yes, it could be one that someone made and fashioned for a different sect for Dora. It's a bit unfamiliar to me.
Oh, okay. Is there any like god specialist that I could talk to that might have an idea?
Oh, I'd like to think of myself as a good one myself, but... symbol of light, yes. Ra, or that far-off religion, the path of light, are my only ideas. But I don't think there's too many people here that follow that religion. You'd have to go back to. You have to go back to where the humans originated from.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate the assistance.
No problem. Hope you have a wonderful day. And
Yeah.
that you're able to find who this may belong to.
Me too. Me too. And Tones will leave and just pace around in the thoroughfare of the city, just talking to himself like, okay, so missing in war, right? Never found. Assume KIA. Holy symbol that doesn't belong to any god worshipped in the city you're from. This is fine. This is fine. Everything. Hmm. um. Oh. Hmm. I'd like to leave the city, please. And I just want to go to a nearby forested area.
So now,
I don't know how.
outside the city,
Mhm.
yeah, you're in a. It's not too far away for you to, if you get out of the city of Sharn itself, you can get to some woods and just kind of like hang out there.
Good, perfect, great, exactly what I wanted. I'll think back to that moment where Twister was hit very, very hard, and think about that light that surrounded me, and I'll bring it to my hands, but I can't get it to glow the same way it did. Uh, Nate, can I try and uh, I'll DM you actually. Where is my lovely DM? Jesus Christ, I've got too many Discord messages. Amira. Sorry, I know this is so much dead space. I apologize. There you are.
It's okay.
I don't know if that would be a wisdom save.
Make a wisdom check.
Wisdom check. It's a 15.
15. While you're concentrating in these woods, kind of like focusing on that energy, that brilliance that you showed earlier before, you start to feel something within your mind just slowly fade into your memories, as if it is intruding upon what you know. Someone looming over you, shining brightly, almost like a sun standing in front of you, reaching down towards you. And before you see anything revealing for themselves, the memory just cuts right there, and you are finding yourself back into consciousness where you stand.
And as I'm jolted out of the memory, a guiding bolt just shoots out of my chest and like obliterates a tree, and I drop to my knees. Huh. Well, did it, I guess. And then I'll try and focus on the nervousness and the weird anger that I couldn't place when I was alone for that brief second upstairs. I'll just sort of like focus that light in my hands and point at a different tree, and I'll cast Eldritch Blast. And then retract my hand and look at it. Well, something's not quite right with this. At all.
Can you describe what your Eldritch Blast looks like?
Sure. Eldritch Blast looks like this pure white beam of light that has these black, almost modular edges, like almost like a black outline of just pure white energy. And Antonio will just sort of like flex the hands and say, I need a drink. And that's all I wanted to do.
Alright. And we fade out of this scene. Alright. Who will be the next victim?
Very
I
good,
mean,
by the way,
star.
Dee. Very
Victim.
good. I enjoyed it. 10 out of 10.
Oh shit, that means it's me, isn't it?
Yes.
No, that means it's me. Oh, okay. Good.
Nate's going from, and in the order that we usually do, I assume, outros.
Yes.
Mm.
Oh, actually, no, it's you're 1, D's 2, and then Brian is 3, to Johnny is 6.
Ooh, I'm last. Neat.
Wait, no, 5.
5.
I was counting myself there for some reason.
Ooh, I'm last. Apparently,
You get
Nate's
to have a
there, too.
little NPC like diatribe by yourself. What are our favorite NPCs doing right now? That's what number 6 is. I guess, I think after Galen's dinner with his wife, he'll probably return probably back down to Lower Sharn from the upper wards. He's probably gonna spend a few days trying to find people to help fix up this little shithole that we call home. Like soliciting, like, you know, furniture people and like carpenters, hitting up the equivalent of a thrift store to get some, or an IKEA to get some like good cheap furniture, even if it's a little shitty. And you'll kind of probably query everyone about things that they want in each of their rooms.
Query? Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, sorry. We're queer, and I'm I don't know.
Are you
Um,
asking us, or you just like want us to like leave you a note or something?
Whatever. I mean, Galen will, if anyone's around, ask them.
I mean,
Uh,
yeah, I think we'd
instead
be
of-
around.
No,
Most sure
I,
would be around.
we're roommates that only communicate via notes.
I mean,
God.
we might be missing each other, you know?
XOXO, miss you
Yeah.
all. Ooh.
Yeah. Bestie, I could use some planks of wood for the hole in my wall. XOXO. Off
Yeah.
to therapy, Lamau. Like,
But yeah, we don't need to
I'm
like
happy
go
about
into to what everyone specifically wants, but I'm just gonna like go around and try to get as much of that with as you know, however much that costs within reason.
That can be something that we can also just, instead of like thinking out now, you can all go ahead and put that in like Discord, and I'll let you know what the cost for the items in total would be.
Cool. Sounds poggers. I know definitely one of the things I'm gonna want is at least 3 cork boards. 2 for Galen's room and 1 for the main area. That like the second he puts up a poster for Into the Woods on it. And then, like, aside from that, he has to go see Into the Woods at some point because that opens this month.
Are you going to be inviting anyone to Into the Woods?
If anyone is interested in going, Galen will present the option of going to see Into the Woods in the upper wards.
I'll go.
Yeah, as someone who is new
Sure.
to watching shows and acting, I feel like Velveteen would be interested.
Yes, we'll go.
It'll be a lovely production.
Mister would love to go.
I've heard a lot about what's going on with it, and I'm sure it's going to be lovely.
Will it be like one of those plays we walked in on before, where I have to interact with the actors?
No, you don't have to interact with them. It's preferable if you didn't interact with them.
Thank
actually.
goodness,
Yeah.
because last time was oof.
There is
Dreadful.
singing, though, just as a warning if you all don't like musical theater.
Don't mind a good ditty.
Well, there's a lot of good ditties in it. Yeah, I can get us all tickets for that easily enough. I know someone in the cast, so.
Thank you.
Been a while since I've seen a production. I would like to go.
Oh yeah.
I
And plus-
will. Go off.
You don't get to go up into the upper wards every so often, so
They're not that impressive.
they're not.
I mean,
They
it
do have
is
those
also-
cleansing stones.
yeah. There's the cleansing stones. There's all of that good stuff. It is the theater, however, so there is a certain level of how do I say this politely? Dress that is
Decorum?
required for the theater. Yeah.
So you want us to dress nice?
Preferably, if you do not have anything tailored, I can put you in contact with a tailor.
I'd rather not talk to a tailor.
She's quite lovely to talk to.
Interesting. I'm more of a Vivian person myself, but this Taylor does sound very nice.
Galen will reach into like his breast pocket and present a business card that I think you've probably all seen in passing when he handed it to Miss Shea, and he'll kind of extend it out to Velveteen. It says Carmelina Lore Morales.
Okay, Carmelina, good. This adds to things I can do during my session. Cool.
Wait, did you give this to?
I'll give it to whoever wants a business card.
No, I meant, did you give this to the widow?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is probably Twister's first time seeing it.
Yes.
Oh, this is interesting.
Yes. When I got my business cards, I made sure to get her some as well. It felt only appropriate.
Nate,
There's
I'm
a- there's a
DMing you
2-for-1
something.
deal.
Okay.
Just real quick. Okay. Since I'll probably be seeing a tailor, this is what I want. Feel free not to share it.
Oh, are you sending another good picture of what you're gonna dress up with?
Well, now I
Very
gotta
fancy.
also get something for my. Oh, this is gonna cost more than 4 gold. Fuck.
If you need me to spare you some money, I can do that. That's not a concern of mine.
Yes, please. I bought this book.
Now to
Your
test
25 gold.
something real quick.
I understand how expensive books can be.
I see. Okay.
My
okay.
spell book
Especially-
cost me a lot of money.
I see now. Okay, got it.
This is gonna only be used for one spell.
Oh, yikes. And yeah, so at some point we'll all go see Into the Woods, but when that's not happening, I'm gonna go probably during the day, because I don't want to go there at night again. I'm gonna go to an alleyway, a specific alleyway. I'm just gonna investigate the scene.
Not the Atlantic alleyway.
Okay. And go ahead and roll your investigation and let me know what you're specifically looking for.
Good job, idiot. I'm just looking for anything. I've pulled out like my kind of like flip book, and I'm just like re-going over all of the information for the case, and just like reading it like again and again, and just like trying to find anything that I could have possibly missed.
Within this alleyway, the only things that you can see are litter that's tossed around, sticking to the walls and hitting the edges of the walls as well. There's some bedding for a homeless person there as well, but you don't see anything that feels like it pertains to your case.
I'll just kind of... Is there anyone in this alleyway?
Not presently. Looks like it's been abandoned at the moment.
It would be helpful right now if you contributed. Of course. I'm gonna try to recreate the scene. So I'll slump over in the spot and just kind of like try to figure out like trajectories and things.
All right. Make an intelligence check trying to do all the proper calculations. You're not exactly needing to account for the gravitational pull and like wind trajectory or anything. It's not
Yeah.
going to be the most complicated of things. But...
You have to be scratching that right now. Okay, I'm gonna also do wanna if I can not be an idiot for a second. Oh, good job, idiot. Sorry that I'm being mean to myself. I will stop.
Okay.
Oh, a hero point.
Maybe. Ooh. So 17.
Yes. With a 17, you kind of like lie down and kind of like look around the area, check out where everything could have gone from, and as far as you know, it feels like the shot should have been taken from pretty close by, maybe about 15 feet away. The person who did it would have been standing near the entrance of the alleyway.
I'll get back up and I'll like look kind of like out of that side of it and just like what storefronts or buildings or anything are. I mean, it's obviously buildings,
Yeah.
but like what kind of businesses, residential, warehouses?
This is mostly a warehouse and shipping area. People don't walk through here, which is probably why it was okay for the assailant to go ahead and be close by where the light still could have reached them, because they felt like they wouldn't be seen regardless. Same time, with your realization about the trajectories of things, you then look back over to the other side of the alley where it connects into one of the warehouses, and notice that there are some indentations.
I'll walk over.
Checking out the scene, you can see there are remains of the ammunition that shot against the wall. Not necessarily the ammunition itself, but you can see the dents of impact. These shots came from something very powerful. Enough to go through the body and still damage the wall behind.
He's just gonna reach up and just like touch the spot. And just like pause. And he'll lower his hand and pull out his notes and write it all down. It's in like an awful chicken scratch. And he'll head back.
I think you want to go into the time at the musical now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Hold
Oh.
on. I need to DM back real quick.
Okay, good.
Need 2 seconds. Sorry.
Please, no, please do.
Um,
Who's all coming to the musical?
I am.
This is what Velveteen's wearing, by the way.
I have decided to pass as I don't want to. I don't have the
in a
money to
sense,
spend. I don't have the money to spend.
can get
for
you a
tailor.
comp ticket. It's quite all right.
I do not want to bother you.
It's not at all a
I
bother.
Believe
I-
I've been too much of a bother already. You
I mean,
don't need to.
true, but it would be nice that it would be nice if you came.
I will pay you back later.
Yeah. You don't have to. Tones, are you accompanying to the musical?
Yeah, sure. I'll come along.
Lovely. I will let you know that there will be another person joining us. My wife will be joining us.
Okay.
Oh, your wife. That's very nice of her to. It's too much color. Of her to be joining us.
I mean, of course. I mean, we have to go. She has to see him too. So,
How well dressed do we have to be for this? Suit and tie?
as well dressed as you wish to be. I mean,
Okay.
to a certain extent.
Is there a way to be overdressed for this?
No.
I mean,
Okay.
I mean, maybe.
Hard no. I mean, yes, a little bit, but I don't think you'll run into that problem.
Okay.
I believe No, those wouldn't fit anymore. I would have to go to a tailor or a
Well,
clothing
conveniently,
store.
I know a tailor.
True.
Popped out.
Okay.
Okay, I think I found one.
Alright. So a few days pass before you're able to make your journey over within the theater district. And, for y'all traveling, I imagine Galen was traveling separately, but the rest of you, are you traveling together?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Why not?
Alright, go ahead and,
Carpool.
if you got something
Music
on your mind, go ahead and describe what it is that you're wearing to this event.
Well, I guess I'll go first. I'll post a pic of it that I found that's the closest to what Twister has. But it's kind of like this, except like the top half is kind of like a little bit not brighter, but darker in color.
Ooh, fancy.
Nice dark blue three-piece suit with black loafers.
Yeah.
Very fancy and formal.
This cost a fortune. No, I'm kidding.
Next.
Antonio will be wearing this down to the ankles like shawl that has a wrap around the neck and a hood that's currently down. Instead of the large giant puff of hair that he normally has. They're all tied off into braids. And he's wearing uh, 2 rings on each ring finger, as in 1 on each ring finger, 2 total. And he's got this necklace instead of his holy symbol around his neck. The shawl that he's wearing is the same color pattern as my shirt. It's like very space. Looks like it's nightscape.
Johnny or Stone?
I can go. Case is just wearing a simple like purple button down, like nice dress shirt with, slacks and relatively nice shoes. Nothing incredibly fancy, but he still has like his flowers in his hair that kind of match the button down.
So we're gonna get to this when it's my time, like of how this event went, of meeting the tailor and getting dressed to the nines. But I was expecting it's gonna be a fancy play and such. So this is what Velveteen's gonna be wearing. It's in the Discord. It's a very large purple jacket. The collars and the neck are too long, so every time he turns, it fidgets like and messes with his face. And it's very like the sleeves are also very puffy, and he's like annoyed consistently. But he was told by the tailor that like this is gonna be a big event. You should be flashy. You should be peacocking a little bit. And now it feels like he got the runaround on the situation.
Okay. All of you come towards the theater, and as you're there, you can see Galen approach, joined by an elven woman who has elegant ginger hair, worn down, a pretty like well-tailored maroon dress with gold trimmings to it. To match what you usually see Galen wear for color schemes. And Galen, what are you wearing yourself?
Galen is wearing like an asymmetrical, like dark maroon with gold trimmings suit, kind of similar to the one that he usually does, but this one is like has a significantly longer like tail to it that kind of brushes against the ground as he walks. And he's wearing these. Do you have to attack me right now? These like kind of black like thigh-high boots that probably give him an extra 3 inches of height, and like just very very fancy. His hair is like slicked back. He's got like some earrings and jewelry, like all like he's got like several rings that he's wearing, and he's kind of got his wife on his arm as he kind of hails and approaches. Hello, everyone. You're all looking lovely.
Thank you, and you, both of you as well.
If you have not had the pleasure, this is my lovely wife, Carmelina.
I will. Hold on.
Yeah, my wife's the tailor.
Okay.
Your
Did
wife
you not
gave you
put
the
that together?
runaround.
Did you not put that together by the last name?
I mean, I may have brushed over the last name. I believe we've had the pleasure.
It is wonderful to see you again, Velveteen, as well as the rest of my husband's wonderful party. I've heard plenty of good things about you all.
I brag about you
Pleasure
all
to
the
meet.
time.
Well, thank you.
Of
I
course.
appreciate
Pleasure.
it.
So, everyone ready for the musical?
Well, of course. I hear it's gonna be a rousing good time.
It should be absolutely lovely. I hear that. Well, I more than hear about the Jack that they have playing tonight. He's absolutely lovely. Has he performed for you yet? Yeah.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Has he performed for you yet, dear?
Oh. Oh, I've heard a couple bits of practice before, but he's preferring to save the full display for the show.
Well, I can't wait. Shall we?
And
Supposed.
Gamelina will go ahead and take Galen by the arm as all of you make your way into your respective seats within the theater.
Probably like, center orchestra.
And yes, it is indeed a very nice show that is going on. I've not seen Into the Woods in a long time. Actually, it's been like 8 years or whatever since I've seen, so I don't remember anything about myself. But
It's fairy tales.
I've never been, so please describe it to me in detail, every scene.
Okay, so basically it's Cinderella, it's Little Red Riding Hood, it's Jack and the Beanstalk, and there's also a baker and his wife that are trying to have a kid, and they have to collect things from basically each of the stories, and then shit goes wrong, and the witch is like, fuck you, and then in the second act, like, a lot of people die.
Interesting. Interesting.
yeah. And yes, you can see that the actor playing Jack has a familiar appearance to them. And you can surmise, looking at them, that this person is related to probably the child of Galen and Carmelina. They do. The son is putting on a very nice show. They're keeping in like proper pitch for everything. They are able to like give the when it's supposed to be a funny line, it's actually pretty spot on. A lot of well-timed stuff. If it's don't know if there's their first time or if they've been like this on the scene for a while, they're doing a good job. And you can see, like, if you look over to Camelina, that she does seem genuinely proud every time that her son is on stage. And just kind of, like, leans in closer, as if trying to be closer to the stage and get more of the experience.
How old is he?
Oh, God. Nate, how do elf years work?
They don't.
Quick question. How do
He's-
elf years...
45, but in reality, he's 17.
The equivalent to human years of, like, 13 or 14, so
Yes.
probably in normal, like, human year... Oh, sorry. And their age would probably be about, like, 70, 75.
Okay. He's 75.
Pretty young.
Yeah. I know. Quite a young chip off the old block. Oh.
And is his name Galen Jr.?
Oh, Cyrano. I'll write it out elaborately on the back of this. Oh, actually, if you open your
Pamphlet.
program, it's right there, and I'm gonna copy it if I can learn to copy and paste.
Oh, yes, he's like one of the lead actors, so.
Yeah.
He's,
Serious.
he's doing a fantastic job. Great job.
He loves the theater.
I wonder who's going to be one of those people that, who's going to be that person that claps at the end of the first act?
Oh,
Oh,
everyone.
definitely me.
Oh,
Yes.
everyone. Okay.
Are we not supposed to clap?
No.
Eventually, there does come
That's
a
an
time for
orchestra. That's what it is.
Yeah, eventually, there does come a time for the interlude, and you're all able to take your breaks as you wish.
I struggle not to clap at the end of every song.
You're allowed to clap at the end of every song.
Oh, absolutely. Oh,
Yeah.
awesome.
It's-
Great. Love that.
Yeah. They're doing great out there. Yeah.
Can we go say hi? during the
I
intro?
don't think until the end of the show. He still has to put on the second act. But then we can definitely talk to him afterwards. Yeah. Are your and he'll kind of like turn to Carmelina. Well, your parents were coming a different night, weren't they? You were gonna go with them separately.
Yes. They're going to be joining me with a show next week.
Lovely. Cool. Yes.
And when did you two meet?
We were high school sweethearts, essentially.
Yes, we've known each other for feels like pretty much the 2 centuries we've spent it. Been
Huh.
I know it's not a long time, but it still is a long time, I suppose.
Oh, yeah,
That is quite a long time.
You two make a lovely couple.
I'm happy for both of you that you seem to have such a nice marriage.
Yeah, I'll kind of like put my arm around her, kind of like squeeze it gently.
Alright, and she'll go ahead and put an arm around you as well, and smile and set with the compliments. Thank you very much.
Yep.
And
Mm-hmm.
does anyone need to take a break during this time? It is the interlude.
Yeah, actually, I'll be right back.
Yeah,
I-
I will go seek out refreshments.
I have to go use the restroom. Bye. And Twister just books it out.
Oh, all right.
I mean, I don't mind, hanging around. I don't have anything to do. Not prepared for this.
I mean, you're looking absolutely lovely, Velveteen.
Oh,
You did quite a number on him.
She did a great job. I'll say a fantastic job. Feels
That's-
like a little bit of a chicken though, with the neck, but it's fine.
Well, it's in.
It is. It is. Been getting many a looks. Positive looks, I'm not for sure, but many a looks nonetheless.
I'm sure plenty of them are positive. And you look fantastic. I'm sure that there are plenty of people who'd be interested in having a conversation with you.
Am I getting like a cue to walk away? Is that the thing? Actually, do they sell flowers here? Is that a thing at the end of like musicals like this where they throw flowers on stage?
They
Is that like-
can.
Okay, I'm gonna go look for like someone who has flowers.
Okay.
I'll stay with my
and
wife.
I need
as
to go ahead and
Zacchaeus
do
gets
some
up to
touch-up
leave.
myself. No, Carmelina just says that she needs to do some touch-up and will pardon herself as well.
Okay, well, I'll sit here alone.
What was Zacchaeus doing?
As Zacchaeus gets up to leave, you can see him like, kind of like, when you're like swiping tears away, he's just like this to his eye as he's walking away.
Aw.
Act 1 is a beautiful end.
Yeah, that definitely is what got him.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
Dead wife shit.
Oh,
Mm.
ouch.
Yeah.
Dead wife shit.
Dead wife. Mm.
You
Yeah,
know.
family, it's fine.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fine.
Hashtag dead wife 20.
Yeah.
Galen,
It'd be
Yes.
crazy to lose your family.
while you're by yourself, you can feel someone kind of like poke at your back a bit.
I'll look.
Right. Behind you, you can see that there is a woman that is deeply tanned with freckles along her face, platinum blonde hair that is kept in a bun, and wearing a very long and a very long emerald dress that has some like poop set down the arm that are kind of like staggered around each other, and as she kind of like tilts her head as after you turn around. Oh, hey there. It's been a while.
Well, it
How
has,
have you been?
hasn't it? I've been quite well. Um, I I've started a new job, so I've been a little less in the scene, I suppose.
Okay.
Yeah. How have
So?
you been?
Oh, good, good. Yeah, I got some writing. I'm enjoying this show. This is good.
It is certainly quite a performance. Isn't he doing lovely?
Yeah. Oh, he certainly is.
Can I?
Oh, I bet
make
you're
an
very proud of your
intelligence
kid.
check? I am very proud of him. Can I make an intelligence check to see if I know who the fuck this woman is?
You don't need to. You don't recognize this person at all.
Great. Cool. I mean, aside from Carmelina, he's the light of my life. You know, two lights.
Yes, that's very nice. Oh, so sweet, so nice.
Have you?
So, did you get
started
any
an-
information? How have things been digging?
Sorry, what did she ask me?
Did you get any information? How has been the digging?
Sorry, what the last word? What's that word?
Digging. Sorry that I'm bad at pronunciation.
It's okay.
Digging.
It's been all right, you know, struggling along, but it's nothing that I can't handle. Did you say you were starting a new writing project, or are you still working on the last one?
You know what I'm talking about?
Of course.
Alright, so you'll go ahead and grab you by both of your cheeks and kind of like lean in, staring right into your eyes, just inches away from your face.
Hello.
Hmm. Huh. Sorry to bother you. I recognized the wrong person there. Have a good day.
All right.
And she'll just leave.
As she starts to like walk away, I'm pulling out my flashcards and I'm flipping through them as quickly as possible, trying to find anyone that matches that description.
You don't see anyone in your notebooks.
Oh. Galen, you motherfucker. I'll just continue to wait and hopefully my wife returns soon.
Yes, everyone eventually makes their return back for the remainder of the musical.
Oh, Galen, why are you going through your flashcards?
Sorry. I saw someone that I knew and I was just making sure that I updated my my track record on them. But
Oh.
they, and I'll kind of like look at Carmelina, like kind of like out of the corner of my eye and go, weren't in here. So,
Huh.
So I guess I must have left that card at home. But no matter, you know, put them away quickly.
I looked around. Got some popcorn, by the way. If anybody wants popcorn.
Ooh.
I didn't seem to see. No, it doesn't matter. Back to our seats.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm gonna use my telepathic speech on Carmelina. And I'm going to describe the person I just saw and the encounter that I just had.
Can you go ahead and just DM what that does again? Like, they can respond to you back, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, yeah, yeah.
That should be 3
Carmelina,
minutes
you can
now.
see it's pretty faint, but her face does kind of like go between like stiffness and confusion before settling back to uh, at just looking like she's focused on the show instead. And you can hear as a response, I don't know who that could be. Never heard of such person. Huh.
Shit. That's bad, I assume.
Well, that's gonna be something to talk about.
I hope the conversation happens soon.
As do I.
And we'll go back to watching the reprise of Agony.
Oh my gosh, that guy just died.
Alright, but yes, the show eventually comes to an end, and all of you are able to do the meet and greets of the actors afterwards. Carmelina just
Where's my boy?
making a beeline to her son to go ahead and just kind of like looks like she's about to go ahead and reach to give like a big hug, but then refrain herself after remembering the company around, and it's like just goes ahead and gives like simple congratulations to the to Sarah Nell.
Well, I'll give the boy a kind of like formal hug, not like a full like sweep up hug, but like a you are absolutely incredible. Love your rendition of the work.
Yeah, it was so good. Well done.
Thank
It
you,
wa-
thank you, Mom, thank you, Dad.
It was very
Vince?
nice. And I give him the tulips I purchased. I imagine I found tulips.
Thank you.
Sarah, now these are my new coworkers from the job that I started. I'm sure I've talked
Oh.
about them to you.
Oh, they're detectives too?
Yeah.
They don't look it.
Oh,
Well,
The
That's the best
looks
way to
can
do
be
our job.
deceiving.
It's nice to meet you.
I mean, we can't always be wearing our wide brim hats and our trench coats.
They're gonna look at Chaos and go, oh, you look kind of cool. Like
Thank
an
you.
action hero you hear about.
Thank you.
Got the whole scar situation. That's cool.
Thanks.
You can see Carmelina go ahead and put a hand on Sarah Nail's shoulder and give a look that just very obvious. Don't be rude. That was rude.
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, I don't think he's ever described me as cool. So, just what do the kids say? Hashtag just dad things.
What?
Don't think anyone's ever
What's
said
that
that.
hashtag?
No, I don't.
It's a word I know in deep speech.
Are you talking about those potato things where you shred them up? Is that what you mentioned?
Hash
Um,
browns?
Yeah, those.
Hash brown dad things?
No, I'm getting the word right, son?
I don't understand deep speech, so.
I prefer it if you didn't use that. It feels weird coming from someone old.
Oof. This man's taking bodies tonight.
Ouch.
Oh. Well, are we going out to dinner afterwards? Or are you going out to eat with the rest of the cast?
Oh, there was gonna be something, but I can join you all.
I don't want to.
Dad.
I don't want to trap all my friends in a dinner that they also didn't sign up for.
No, I'm fine with
I mean, if you're gonna feed me, I'm not gonna say no.
yeah, down for some grub.
We could go to that Carmelina, that one place that has the pot stickers. You know, you remember the place, yes? And he kind of like starts. He starts to like reach for his pocket, and go. I just don't remember it off the top of my.
Yes, no, I understand what you're looking for.
Oh.
Yes, we can go ahead and find them. They're just a few blocks down from the theater, actually.
Lovely, shall we?
I believe we shall.
Of course.
Is my son out of his costume and everything, so he's like free to leave?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I was like, now we have to go wait for him to like change in the dressing room, and then it's gonna take 10 years because actors talk to each other. Ugh.
No, the son seems actually pretty eager to be able to do this, hanging out.
Aww.
He just wants to hang out with a KS. He doesn't want to hang out with me.
Who wants to
it.
fucking hang out with a chaos?
Apparently my fucking son.
True.
No.
You look like an action hero. Look at your scar. Hey.
Hey, thanks. I appreciate it. You wanna go
Um,
play a game of catch?
Are you blind in both eyes?
Can I call you son? What? Nothing.
Don't tempt me to adopt the boy.
Wow, that's my kid. So you have your. Oh wait, never mind.
Oh God.
Yikes. Sheesh.
God damn.
5 yards unnecessary roughness.
God,
Getting
bye.
buried twice over.
Fucking
God damn.
God. God.
Love you. Ulu.
Holy shit.
All right.
We-
Do we want to continue this or cut to the next person?
I think we have a lovely dinner.
Yeah, we have a lovely dinner.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
we go home after that.
All right.
Yeah.
But yes, the evening comes to a close on this. A wonderful show ended by a pleasant dinner. As you all have like cuisine from a variety of locations throughout the continent. Get to talk with the son who is. You can see Serenil constantly kind of like looks over to Galen, and then I just kind of like look over all of you. Actually, within the diner, the restaurant, they are more quiet but ready to take in information. Just want to listen to everything about what you've all been doing. Yes, the evening comes to a close, and with that, we'll go to our next person.
Our next victim.
Yeah.
Stone,
Nice.
what is KS up to during this time?
Let me see what I messaged you because I know what it was. It was just refreshing me. Well, for one, he's gonna continue working his job at the his new job as a entertainer at the what was it, the Calico Charade.
Oh yes, the
Mhm.
Calico Shroud.
Yeah, he's going to continue working shifts there and making money. I hope I make a little bit of money off of that. I don't know what my paychecks look like.
Are you full time or part time?
Part time.
They don't hire full-time people anymore. It's always
That's-
part-time.
That's true.
If they can hire me full time, then they have to like give me benefits and all that.
Exactly.
Exactly. Middle America doesn't care. I mean, Sharn doesn't care.
I mean, they can hire you full time and still not give you benefits.
It's
Not
true.
here.
No, they can't. That's
If
illegal.
I mean,
I
You work
mean-
30 more than 30 hours, then
If you're asked to leave at a certain point and they can just cut you off, like you gotta leave by this time, they walk a tightrope. But anyway, a chaos
Imagine
is
not being
doing their
human.
work.
Roll a performance check to determine how your time at your month is going to be spent at calculus charade work-wise?
Please, dear God, I actually have a good charisma.
I'm waiting for it. I'm holding out hope. Okay.
Alright, 13. It's spending hero points on this. Bump that up to an 18.
They're performing for their life right now.
True.
You know what? How do your hero points help you through this month of work to take your work from okay to pretty good?
Heroic.
Well, one part of the intention behind this job is to be able to collect information on Sharn and residents in the area, which is currently one of the things that I am trying to do as I look for a certain individual. I have motivation to perform well and get to know the patrons and the staff and collect information as much as I can while I'm working there.
And you also want the money.
And I also want the money.
And his name is John C.
Good talk.
Apparently, you
Yeah, I
get
did make
visited
that
by you get visited by a patron that's called John Cena. You have trouble finding them when you hear about them. You just hear blaring music every time they come in. Other than that, yeah, your time's spent pretty well. You get better adjusted since your first day of orientation. You'll go ahead and over the month, you'll be making 30 gold over the month.
Oh, lit.
And at the same time, let's see. At the same time that you go ahead and do that, on your investigation side, you don't really get any word about the person that you're looking for. People that you ask are a bit confused by the name. Possibly their best guess is that the person might not be down in Lord Dura at the time. Either that or they just don't simply visit this cabaret.
Okay, alright.
What else were you looking to do during your time, though?
I also want to try to see if I can figure out what may have caused the blackout that Achaeus had during the thing with the Boermar. So he probably tried to maybe go to any public, public, I don't know, library or somewhere he could collect information that would have to do with possible medical, what's it called? Medical diagnosis condition.
Right, or condition.
That could possibly cause something like that. He doesn't know much about psychology or what could possibly cause him to go into a homicidal episode.
Okay. Roll either a medicine or a history check.
Yeah, let's do history. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Look at you rolling over a 10.
Try my
Okay,
best.
17. Sorry, just trying to look up some stuff from notes right now as well.
No worries.
Okay. You find like plenty of stuff within the. Sorry, I'm gonna DM now too. Okay. Yeah, you look into the how it could have been happening with you. You look in like medical books, into like diaries and journals that you can see within the library's confines, and like you can see that there are definitely like stuff like fugue states or like plenty of spells that can control people, get them to be manipulated to do something against their will. And some of it seems familiar to you. And as you are going ahead and looking through some of these books, you can hear a voice brush against the back of your head. Sweet Achaeus.
Yes.
They're nearby somewhere.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Can you repeat that?
They're nearby somewhere.
Where?
You know them.
Okay.
Their
Where?
location is. I can't get the exact location there. Whatever magics they have on them went back over immediately. I saw them somewhere within. I saw them somewhere in Lower Tavix. Moving, scurrying like the rat they are.
So that's where they're hiding?
That's where they were hiding last. I felt them just now.
Okay. I'm gonna just like drop what I'm doing and start heading towards where this voice directed me.
Alright. It's pretty much the other side of the city from where you are holed up. It's more of a port and like housing district, and like kind of like maneuvering as you were told. It doesn't take you too long to get within the lower Tavix landing board. This area over here you see seems to be mostly housing itself.
I'll say like to the voice in my head. I'll ask. Do you feel anything?
I sense something akin. 2 buildings down. Check the shed for the house on the left.
I'll go there. Absolutely no fucking like hesitation or stop to think. I'll just head right to where it directed me.
Okay. And yes, you can see that. That you come across a house that's boarded up. That has boarded up windows. There seems to be like a lot of like graffiti just placed over the place. And there is a shed that has several locks over the door. Painting of that's non-flattery towards the Sharn watch is also posted upon this structure as well.
Can I try to break in, like break the locks at all?
Make an attack roll.
Oh, is that
Hello?
Oh.
Hello?
Oh, okay. No, I see. Um,
Yeah, they'll be right back.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Start with me.
Probably without even like thinking about it, Achaeus will summon his new scythe to his hand. And attack it. Ignore the necrotic damage. That's the hex.
Okay. Yes, you go ahead and slash down upon the locks and cut right through. The chains fall down from the door, and you're able to open it with ease. A loud creak as the wood rubs against wood, and you peer inside and see that within the shed space there are plenty of empty shelves save for one which just holds a small jar that's been mostly emptied.
There's no one in there.
No one in there.
I'll to the voice in my head, I'll be like, there is no one in here.
No one here now, but I felt them here. This must be where they worked. Look at the jar.
I'll go and I'll look at the jar.
Within the jar, there's not a lot left within, but there does seem to be a substance that is slightly familiar to you, as it is blood red with an oily texture. You move the jar around and see that it more oozes along than drips. There's not too much remains of it, possibly only a teaspoon.
What is it?
It's similar. It's more like an oily blood.
Okay. And it's familiar to me.
Oh yes.
Where have I
with
seen it before?
When you handled your latest case. It's what came out of the Revenant.
Yeah, the Guardians.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's also that
Got it,
secret
got it.
room, right?
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, also the secret room.
I'll take it and I'll like just put it in my bag. But there's no one around. Like I don't see anyone.
You don't see anyone. No one. There's no one walking about the area. You can hear like distant voice of people talking, but the immediate area doesn't seem to be getting any crowd.
I'm gonna take my scythe and just destroy the shelves around in the shed. Just like violently, just destroy all of them. Trash the shed.
You leave it all in a ruin as you walk away and you hear the voice along the back of your head again. Soon, sweet Achaeus, you'll be able to get that revenge.
Better be soon. I'm tired of this game of cat and mouse.
Well, hidden foe. But every rat gets caught in the trap eventually.
Okay.
And with this scene coming to a close, before we get to the next person, let's go ahead and just go ahead and take a 10 minutes intermission on things.
Okie dokie, artichoke.
No, how dare you imply that I can stretch my bones?
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, I have a strong feeling, Brian, you're gonna be next.
Oh, am I?
Yeah,
Is
get
that
that feeling.
threat?
No, I
Let
just
me
had that
guess.
Well, I
feeling.
have to
like-
roll
If the
1
D-
out of 2.
Yeah.
If you get a 2, then Johnny will be like, "Oh, can Brian go first?"
Oh. I'm not gonna be like Brian's going no matter what. I don't care. No. I just have that feeling Brian's gonna go next. I'm gonna go last. Make a lot of sense to go last, though. I'm just saying.
We can find out after the break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chat,
See y'all.
get up, stretch, and all that noise.
Drink some water.
And also donate to the charity if you haven't.
Yeah.
This is the
It's
last day.
It's the last day. Tomorrow's Justin Timberlake. Get it? 'Cause
Yeah.
It's May.
It's gonna
A
be
bad
May.
joke.
It's
Okay.
gonna be ramen.
It's gonna be May Day.
Yeah.
Hey,
Why does your
look at that
face
face.
look like that right now?
Alright, see y'all in 10 minutes.
10 minutes. We'll take a nap.
Alright, and we're back from break. Hope everyone made sure to go ahead and stretch, get a drink, use the bathroom, scream into a pillow, curse the eldritch beings above us, whatever it is that you felt was necessary. Boop. Let me go ahead and unmute our friends again. Oh, hey, we got a
Hi.
cat.
Oh, I just punched the air a lot. I'm like, oh,
Kizzy's
damn
here.
it, life.
Ooh.
We did it. We're still
Alright.
alive.
Let's go ahead and now see who's going to be the first of the last two to go up now.
The next victim.
See? Told you it was Brian.
Brian, let's go ahead and
Oh.
hear about Twister's time in this month between.
Alrighty. Twister, after the case, goes and helps out his church. Just like helps out there. Does like run of the mill, like, oh, these people need to be healed or cured or blessed or any other thing that needs to be done. He's putting in extra hours because of what happened during the case. He's having moments. I will say at some point during the first week, Twister will head back to that bar. But the fucking comedian man.
Oh, okay. Just going right next door to the Broken Anvil.
Yep. And he's gonna walk up to the dude. Hi.
Oh, hello there. Oh, ready for a
Um,
lesson? You got the coin?
Oh, does coin.
Oh,
Okay, that was wild.
hold on, gonna have to switch some cameras around.
Okay.
Unless Brian and Johnny want to switch existences.
Do I? Here, I'll head over to Georgia real quick. If you want to head over to Utah.
You're muted, Johnny.
So did that happen to everybody or just me?
Just
That was just you.
Oh,
Um,
well, fucking weird then. Okay, cool.
Did he ever say how much this costs?
He never gave you a price at the time. But, yeah. Alright, so yeah, it'll be 2 copper per lesson.
Oh, well, that's...
Is enough for a
Yeah.
drink.
Ah, I see. Of course. And he'll pay the 2 copper.
Thank you kindly, sir. Alright, so when it comes to comedy, obviously everyone knows that the key to comedy is timing.
Of course.
Uh-huh.
Twister has like a notebook and is just like writing stuff down.
Alright. So to spare people of going on with stuff I actually don't know about since
No,
hey,
please
I'm
go
not a
on.
professional comedian. We'll go ahead and just say that you get a good, like, first lesson down. The person, the comedian keeps going ahead and insisting on using dad jokes themselves, since that's a big part of their own repertoire. Hey, listen now, the key for it is if you hear people groan but try to hold in a chuckle, then you told it right, and you can go ahead and laugh yourself.
Ah, I see.
Mhm.
I see. Twister will write in, do not use dad jokes. um,
Yeah, eventually it takes a couple hours for the lesson to close. And like, yeah, the guy's gonna go ahead and just like finish up his drink right now, and then kind of like turn around to you. All right, so it's been a day's, it's been a bit. Go ahead and let's finish things up by hearing something from you. Go ahead and give me a little bit. Give me your quick 5.
My quick 5. My quick 5 jokes.
Alright, yeah, you can go ahead and just give 5 jokes if you want. Yeah, you get type 5, you know.
Of course. Of course. Uh... Twister didn't think about this, so Brian didn't think about this. Um, I can't think of any.
Alright.
Um,
So that's okay, kid. You'll go ahead and get snappier about this for practice.
oh, of course. I just, didn't think to be put on the spot so suddenly.
I mean, come on now. Sometimes having a show that you'll just get plenty of booze and feel like it's bombing, and that's when you go ahead and have to find something else to come up with at the time. Yeah, there's another lesson. That one, free one, thrown in extra.
Oh, thank you. No, I'll get the hang of this. I bet I will. I hope I will.
I'm sure you will. Soon enough, you'll be a master comedian just like I.
Well, I hope so. I mean, you're like the best at it, so...
Oh, hey. I thought you couldn't tell a joke.
Sorry, what was that?
I thought you said you couldn't tell a joke. Good one right there.
Oh, yeah, no. I have a few jokes in me.
Ah. That's good to hear. Hope to actually hear them sometime.
Hope so too. I hope I can also hear them.
He'll kind of like pat you on the back and then kind of like head outside the bar.
Oh, he'll head outside the bar?
Yeah. How about you, though? What's Twister doing for continuing from here?
Twister... As, like, Twister leaves, he opens up his, his, like, pouch of money he has. After purchasing the book he has with him, it's like opening up a like something and then just like a fly flies out. He's just like, I have no money. Twister is going to find a job.
This whole campaign is just everyone finding a bunch of part-time jobs to try to survive.
Damn, if this doesn't seem like the real world.
Alright. What is that Twister's looking for? Anything in particular?
Anything where he can, it's pretty much similar to what a KS is doing, just like, hearing about, various things, learning about various topics, getting, like, the buzz around what's going on generally.
Well,
Wants to be kept in the loop.
Well, the best places to hear any conversations are in bars and taverns, and Achaeus is working as a performer/waiter at one.
The question is, do I want a KS to know?
You don't have to work specifically at the Calico Cabaret.
I don't care enough.
Calico Charade. You probably wouldn't fit who they hire anyways.
Oh, I wouldn't?
No, since they're all their workers, like you've seen before,
Oh, yeah,
are
yeah.
shifters.
Yeah. And Twister is not one. Or at least wouldn't pass as one. Yeah, so he'll probably end up... I mean, are there non-shifter jobs at the Calico? like things that people could do that aren't shifters, or is it just all shifters?
It's all, yeah, you saw it's all like shifters or other humanoids that have like animal features to them.
Got it. Okay. Then yeah, Twister will just go find like another job somewhere else. Hopefully one that pays well. Maybe one that gives some benefit if you have like healing magic.
Give me an investigation check.
Cool. While Twister is, oh yeah, I'm just gonna roll investigation. Fuck, I'm gonna guide myself. Ah,
Hero point, do it. Do it.
I'm gonna. Okay. Fuck it. Fuck it. We're going for it.
Yeah.
12.
Between guidance and a hero point, you're bumping that 5 up to a 12. How does your hero point help you find a job? God damn it.
Well, if I get a job, then I can get money, and if I get money, then I can use that to buy things that'll get me better access to better spells.
Alright, and how's the hero point helping in this?
The hero point is helping, and I don't know. Twister gets. I don't know.
You know what? Fine. It's
I'll
just a
revoke it.
random bit
I'll
of luck
revoke
that's helping
it
you
and
out
just go
here.
down to a 9. I'll revoke it.
No, it's okay. It's hero point. You don't necessarily feel it happening. It's not something you feel within, but in this case, it's something without. As kind of like trying to help yourself look around for some jobs, you don't really get a lot going on. Like a lot of the healer jobs already taken by the Dragon Marked House Jurasco. And like other than that, there's like work at temples, but it's actually kind of like look around for something that can fit both an area where you can try to scrounge up information and do something that can help other people out. You are going to go ahead and actually be stopped by the owner and proprietor of the anvil, Arana de Galanda.
Sorry, what was that?
Arana de Galanda, the owner of the anvil, broken anvil, where you're taking your comedy lessons from.
Oh, okay.
I kind of like brush you. Oh, hey there. I've heard
Hi.
that you've been looking around for another place of work. Are you not making enough with Trash's group?
Oh, I am. I'm just using a good amount of the money to help supply myself with better access to spells, so I can keep people safe.
Hmm. Oh,
And
spells
I
are
think-
expensive.
They are.
Hmm.
I spent a good chunk of money on one.
Tell you what, there's not really a lot needed in this tavern itself. Don't know how the pay would match what you're looking for, but I can get in touch with a cousin who runs another Galanda Inn over in another ward. You can go ahead and check with them. You might be able to help out as a server or a chef or something. What talents do you have?
Well, I can, well, with my magic I can heal. I can also, like, well, with with the spell I have, I can, well, get the urge to do pretty much anything. I can serve, I can cook. I don't have necessarily experience in them, but
You've been taking lessons, right? In putting on a show?
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen some of that. Hmm. That's a good way. That's a good way to try to make some money. I can't assure that'll always go well. This would be up to you, but yeah, I can check in with my cousin, and they might be able to put you on staff as well as you go on stage and try to make some money off from tips and donations doing the shows as well.
Performing.
Yeah, you can, like I said, you can still work as help around the kitchen or around the tables cleaning, and when you're able to, go out and put on a show.
That'd be amazing.
You'll at least be able to make enough money for a drink.
That's fair. And Twister will head over there to this establishment.
Okay. This end that you go to. Yes, this one you'll be able to find in Lower Central.
Okay.
Unlike other lower, other lower wards throughout the city, Central is actually a pretty well kept and better, more wealthy side of towns. It's a center of commerce and like the city itself, as the name implies.
Mhm.
And the area that you, the inn that you come across that you were told about after a couple of days of Veronica sending letters and asking around on her own, you get to go to an inn that is the Dragon's Hardy Mist.
Ooh. Before Twister heads in, he is going to open up his book and just start thumbing through it real quick, and these words just come out of the page and go and hit him right as he casts borrowed knowledge on himself.
I'm not familiar with
for
that spell.
1 hour. What?
Sorry, I was just saying I'm not familiar with that spell.
Borrowed knowledge. I'll post it. For the spell's duration, I have proficiency in a chosen skill. So I'm choosing performance.
Alright. Sounds good. And you
It's not
cast this spell, and the words feel like they leap off the pages and enshroud your mind. The knowledge within on how to give a good performance from this book of, I'm assuming, this is a comedy book, right? Or just on shows in general?
It's kind of like a comprehensive book on just various things and oddities for each
Okay.
of the major skills, and on the front of it is skills for dummies.
Oh yeah. But yes, you feel much wiser and highly enlightened about the acts of performance. And you get to stow your book away again as you make your way inside the inn. This is, like all Galanda inns, this is very well kept. It is very nice and clean despite whatever the clientele inside may try to do in their drunken stupors. This, however, you can see it has better materials that aren't nearly as aged as that from the Broken Anvil. The stage is made out of some kind of hard ash or oak type of wood that's well polished. There is a lot more space that a full band could go ahead and step on to perform if they wish, as well as a speaking stone that's attached to a stand so that way people can amplify their voice as well. The tavern is not just the one dragon marked halfling that would be owning and running this place, who you can see is tending to the bar right now, but several other workers who are kind of like walking back and forth, that giving like being kind and courteous to all of the people visiting by, giving them their full dishes, heading into a kitchen which is probably staffed with about half a dozen people as well. It's not the nicest of taverns or inns, but this looks like a step up from where you just came from. So, what do you do when you come inside?
I guess I'm gonna head up to the receptionist or the or whoever I need to talk to, the front clerk or
The front clerk of a tavern.
the front clerk of the tavern.
Alright, you go to the bar
Bar.
and go ahead and you go to the bar, and as you kind of like start waiting around, it's not even like a minute passed by before the before the halfling tending it kind of like moves over to your way. Okay, you can see that it's a halfling man with very short and like almost swept back brunette hair, no facial hair, clean shaven, and like a small scar down the center of their nose. Their dragon mark you can see is along their left hand and constantly glowing over the drinks that they wave over to add a bit more flavor to everything. Oh, hey. Hello there. So what are you doing here?
Oh, I actually came here for an interview, I believe. I was the owner of the Broken Anvil was talking to.
Yeah, Rada told me about you, Twister, right?
Yes.
Okay, pleasure to meet you. I am Sharda Galanda.
Can you spell that for me?
Certainly go ahead, and I'll just note this down in this magical text box over here for you.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm the current owner for the Dragon's Hardy Mist.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, I've been told that you kind of know your way around a kitchen and can put on a show.
Yes. That is correct.
Yeah, coming up is an hour. Is like a half-hour block that's already free. If you go, you can go ahead and just hop on stage. The speaking stone, go ahead and just amplify your voice accordingly, so you don't need to yell out. Just speak at a normal volume. And yeah, tomorrow we can also get you orientated with the kitchen around, introduce you to everyone.
All right. Thank you. Twister will reach his hand out for a handshake if.
Okay, yeah, and they'll shake your hand and let you be ushered to the stage to give your performance to open up the night. Coming up top, you can see around you as there's a few people who kind of look around to see who it is that just brought up on stage, but most of the people seem more interested in their own chatter and food and beverages at the time. If you don't mind, go ahead and give your performance check to see how your time on stage is going to go.
I swear to God, me. I swear to God.
Oof.
The natural one.
Yeah, with the natural one.
I'm not even gonna bother rolling a hero point. It's the natural one.
Yeah, a natural one. You go up on stage and see the people up there, and you get stage fright. You just feel paralyzed as you see the people who look at you, and as some people turn around to see what all the silence is about, you feel more stares and feel more anxiety, because now you're just someone who's standing on stage, just making a show of themselves without putting on a show. And it just continues to be a cycle before you just head back down off the stage and just get some people who give like confused mutterings before getting back onto things.
Well,
Char
I'm
Char
not
will
getting that job.
Char will go ahead and come up to you when they get a moment. Alright, yes, that's something to work on. You can at least help out around the place still.
Fine, it's
In a month or two, if you feel better about stage, we can get you back on there, but yeah, that's okay. Happens to the best of them.
it's Twister
Okay.
just doesn't talk.
But yeah, for the remainder of your time, doing some part-time work, you'll go ahead and make yourself about 15 gold. Just got like part-time work, not really doing a whole lot at the moment. But yeah, that'll be your time spent, I imagine. Alright. Which brings us to our final time off the case.
I mean, we could just wrap up stream here, kick this off next time.
Johnny, how does Velveteen's time go? We already know one thing that's coming up.
Well, a few things are coming up.
Yeah.
I'm actually really happy I went last because I can do things that I would have done, but it would have been weird doing it in reverse order. Velveteen probably wakes up on probably Tuesday, Wednesday, in immense pain coming from both of his arms. One that's actually there, one that's not there. And he wakes up and has to reattach his prosthetic limb. Take some probably not over the counter, because Sharn has over the counter stuff, painkillers to numb some of the pain. And then he sits there for a minute in bed, just like sitting there on its side, and then reaches for his gun, like holsters it, and then does like quick pulls, and he just thinks to himself, I'm getting slower and it's not very good. And then he tries to do it with his prosthetic arm, and he just doesn't have the real feel to it, so he can't even like quickly draw it. It's just like pulling something out of his pocket. It's very slow. And he gets dressed, and while he's getting dressed, he notices something like on his dresser that he doesn't really pay attention to because it's just old relics from the war. A pair of goggles that he hasn't seen in probably or paid attention to in probably like 6 to 8 months. He looks at them, they're a little dusty, wipes off the glass, and then he goes to put them around his neck. And then he thinks to himself like how the last few weeks have been, shooting at people, potentially killing people again. He knows it's probably not the right thing to do because, getting in that mindset again is a dangerous one. And he wants to go see, I think he heard of a local therapist or someone that can at least talk to that can help him get into a better mindset about his life or just everyday going ons, because if he's going to be investigating people, he might have to kill people, and he doesn't want to kill people because once it starts it may not stop, and he doesn't really like it. So he would head to a therapist nearby that I hope Nate came up with a name for.
Yes.
Okay.
Within Middle Dura, there is a small collection of offices for different therapists with different specialties in Sharn. The one you're visiting is a specialist with veterans and people suffering from people who are dealing with trauma and post-trauma.
Mm-hmm.
Janaya for Aish.
Can I get that, please, Nate? Please and thank you. Did it do the thing again? Or okay.
They are a half-elf woman with long curly black hair. Along the shelves for their bookcases, you can see is interchange between different books on therapy or the history of Corvair, as well as a locked cabinet of whiskey. You enter the space and can see them kind of like just leaning out a window, smoking, and as you enter, they just kind of like toss it outside the window after getting it after kind of like smoldering the flame. And you look at them and they kind of like go, Velveteen, right?
That is me, Miss Farish, if I believe so. If I'm trying to pronounce that correctly using this voice.
That is, yes, that's pretty good.
Okay.
All right, so
Making
go
sure.
ahead and take a seat over on the sofa there. Make yourself comfortable before we get into the session.
Velveteen will take a seat. He'll try and get as comfortable as possible.
So, Velveteen, you are a veteran of the war, correct?
That is very much correct, yes.
Is there anything particular that you would like to talk with me about? Anything from that time or your time since?
I mean, do you ever get over coping for the losses of people you either knew briefly or knew for years on end? And seeing their faces every morning, wishing you could change what happened?
I hear quite a few people who ask that question that stop by here, actually.
Do you ever really have a true answer? Is it just does it just get easier as time goes on? Because it's been a few years and it's not getting easier.
Everyone has wounds. These scars can take hold of people differently, last different amounts of time. I cannot tell you if or when things will go away. Things may always feel a bit strange. I'll be upfront with you about it. My
I
goal here
appreciate-
is not. My goal here is to try to help you come to understand these pains and help you take your steps forward. But it sounds like you're dealing with could be some post-traumatic stress disorder, and it sounds like there's survivor's guilt in there as well.
I mean, that's what it feels like. You do your best day in and day out, and you give yourself and you give your body an emotion to his arm, and it just feels like you never did enough. And then people with families, people that they love, not getting to go home. It wasn't fair to them. It's not fair to me.
What makes you feel that way? Why do you feel that? Why do you feel any? Why do you feel this sense of guilt? What do you feel like you've done wrong?
I feel like I should have been able to save more people. I feel like my job was never really done, and people deserve to see their families again. But because of me, because of either not doing a good enough job or being injured for too long. People died, and it's just feels like there's a knot in my heart that I won't be able to untie anytime soon.
Have you visited any of the veterans taverns or spoken with anyone that you served with?
I occasionally visit a few taverns, but it's not for the use of speaking with them. It's usually to drown out the memories, and I'm not proud of that either.
That'd be good to go ahead and try to, as a first step, see if you can reach out to any of these people. You don't need to talk about your experiences, just try to connect with them. Understand them as they are now, and let them understand you. You might find some similarities with each other and find something to help yourself out that way.
Seems like a pretty good idea. May make days going by a little bit easier. I do have a follow-up question. This might be out of your expertise, though. Do you know when it'll feel like to have two arms again and not just know it's a prosthetic and you see it as just as something that you wish was different? Because this will always feel fake to me, and that brings back memories every time I see it, every time I look down on my side.
Now, there's nothing necessarily wrong with not what you wield. But that prosthetic you have can eventually feel as normal as any other part of your body. But yes, I understand that there's always those phantom pains that linger.
Trust me, they very much linger, and then he'll extend his other arm. You can see, if you look close enough, how tight the braces are around the arm to just try and match the pressure that he feels in the arm that's no longer there. It's just the pain of it all, and I just hope one day I can wake up feeling like yesterday, well, in a sense, yesterday is in years ago, can be finally put behind me, and everything feels like a new day, a nice day, a day where people can, even though it's not the best of locations, walk around Sharn feeling just okay about myself, maybe even good, with just a little bit.
You have done. You've good. You've helped people.
Just
I want you to make sure to always understand that. While there may have been those that have been lost, surely there have been those that you, because of something you've done, were able to be saved as well.
it is very true. It's just hard, just very, very hard. Do
Uh,
you?
Go
No,
ahead.
go ahead. No, go ahead. This is probably after you say something.
No, this is the DM
No.
speaking right here. So
Oh,
go
no,
ahead,
no,
go
no.
play.
Well, no. It would be a follow up to after what they said, after you say something, because it'd be like, I would say it after they say what they're saying.
Okay. And what is it that you do for a living right now, in fact? And would
Well,
you say that's helpful for others?
I start up a little bit of a detective work. I work with a few other individuals, and we've helped find a few people. We've helped a widow recently. It was interesting, to say the least. I don't want to go into too many details because of parties involved, but it felt interesting, to say the least. It felt like what I was doing was like back in the day, and it felt normal for once.
Now that's good to hear. Glad that you're able to feel something positive from your work.
It's interesting. It's nothing against these people. I've grown to know them. How long would it be between like the start of the case till now?
That's for you to determine.
Well, I mean, like, let's say it's been
At
like
most a month.
at most a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say knowing them like a total of a month then, right? Since it'd be like a full, yeah. Well, I've known them probably about a month and now, so in interesting characters to say the least. Some I trust more than others. Some seem to keep their secrets, but I'm okay with that at the end of the day. If they have my back at least.
Now that's also good. Well, it's nice that you've also got people that you can trust as well.
So, do you think possibly, because I very much enjoy speaking with you, 'cause it's a very nice time, do you think we could make this maybe a monthly thing if needed, maybe less of time in between?
Yes, a month certainly works. I'll make sure to get you scheduled at a routine basis.
That'd be very nice. Just for a few minutes here, spend with you would just eases my conscience and eases my mind.
Now, then next time we meet, help you. Oh, you have made progress since then. Remember to try to reach out to some other veterans as well.
I will do that post haste, ma'am. Do that very soon.
And what else does Velveteen have to do then?
The Velveteen has two other things to do because we could probably wrap up going into the play or the performance, you know. But before then, and I apologize to everyone here, but Velveteen would probably go to a local bar that he frequents, and he would look around the bar because he knows pretty much everybody, and he would look for a group probably consisting of 4 individuals, and he would approach them, be looking at them directly. How would you fellas want to make a little bit of money? And he would then in turn offer them 5 gold each to look into the rest of his teammates. Because it's been a month and he doesn't trust them that much.
Alright.
Apologies now, gamers.
And one of them, a hulking Goliath woman, go ahead and look you up and down. Alright. Get some names. Here, I'll take the coin.
I will give them a list of one each, and then a description of, what they look like and where our office is so they can follow them, I guess for a week or so. That's cool.
Okay. This could be some stuff I can go ahead and just DM you personally later then.
Cool.
I
Interesting.
have to ask, when would this be in the week or in the month?
I would
I'm
say
asking because I would ask if any of us noticed this.
Oh, all of you can roll perception too right now.
yeah. I would say all this happens because Velveteen's gonna wrap up the same night they go to see Cabin in the Woods or whatever it was called. I apologize if I'm
The
Yeah,
person
yeah.
talking to you was.
We go to the fucking Evil Dead musical.
Yeah, apologies.
I'm actually so upset because I forgot we don't roll actual dice in this game. I rolled a fucking natural 20 on my actual die, and now I'm just fucking opening up my character sheet again.
Okay. How
Bitch.
many? I'm gonna just keep.
I was
I'm
actually
really
gonna.
happy this is happening.
I'll accept your
I-
natural 20 too. So that'll
No
be a
joke.
Nice.
23.
You
I
know,
was
fuck it,
gonna
I'm doing-
ask as we were leaving if I could make a perception check and see if anyone was following us after the musical.
Nate, I did one of my
But I
things
was like,
again.
no, it's fine. Oh, perception.
Okay, we got a 3 from Achaeus, a 4 from Galen.
It's a 10. I used a hero point and my thing.
Okay,
I'm
A
gonna,
10
another
from
hero
Galen.
Oh, you know what?
Sure.
I'm gonna use a hero point because I
I'm-
never use hero points.
I'm gonna be 100% with you. I'm really happy D did the best because I kind of want D to call my character out because I
alright.
want that interaction.
27.
The only one of you who would be able to notice there ever being tailed is, in fact, Antonio, who can see, like, there is... you can see that there is a human that's kind of, like, following them. They've got, like, a whole wrap around their heads kind of deal, covering most of their face as well as their hairline. Yes, Galen, you're a pro detective who just didn't roll high enough on their perception check.
What were their
This is
stealth?
homophobic.
Their stealths were better than everyone's, some more obvious than others.
What? No. Tell me they didn't roll off 2.
So, just because of my perception, that doesn't necessarily mean I can catch this person.
Yeah, you just catch sight of them. You kind of like see them as you're walking around the city. It's been something you've kind of like noticed throughout, like a few minutes' time. That there's someone that every now and then you'll notice is just kind of like hugging against a corner or trying to blend in with the crowd as they walk by, but it's like the same person keeping like 20 foot to 30 foot pace behind you.
Can I go down an alleyway?
Alright.
I don't know if there are any 30-foot alleyways in North Sharn, but I'd like to
Okay.
try and get this person to follow me.
Yeah, you start heading down the alleyway, and this person, you can see as you enter, just kind of like, go to one edge, and you can see, their some of their feet and shoulders, indicating that they seem to just be leaning back, as they tilt their head to get one eye to see where you're moving down.
I'm going to turn to them and cast light on their nose so that they can hardly see, I would imagine.
Alright, you hear a, ah, fuck.
And I'm going to go, come into this alleyway if you want me to drop concentration on that.
Alright, they'll just kind of like rotate around to start walking down the alleyway with like slouched shoulders and like the bright face. Kind of like trying to shield their eyes from the glow. I was doing a good job.
No, you weren't. I've noticed you for days. I just thought that you'd, like, leave me alone. Why are you following me?
Better pay for their silence too.
Listen, I'm just trying to check out different individuals, is all. Okay?
Question, DM. Is this after I've already had all 3 of my identity crises?
Yeah, this will definitely be later in time from that.
Then, in that case, Tones is gonna like tap their foot and go, you know, I am getting real sick of people not telling me what the fuck is going on. And I want to reach out and like slap the man on the chest.
What?
And when I do, I cast Hex on his torso. And that same idol is like branded into him. But disadvantage on charisma checks, so he's force of life.
Oh. What the fuck?
And my eyes will light up, and I will lift off the ground and say, "What do you want?"
Roll intimidation with advantage.
Oh my god.
Alright, 14. Okay. Okay. Listen, dude. Okay, listen. I was just told to check you out. Look, just try to understand you. Try to get information on you. Okay? Nothing harmful. Just please don't kill
And what
me.
have you learned? Because I've learned absolutely nothing. I'm in the fucking dark here. I'm stumbling around. I don't even know if my own name is my name. And I kick a trash can, and then feel bad about flinging trash everywhere and put it back in the trash can. I would assume that you've been working for Lady Boromar, trying to keep tabs on me.
Oh no, not Lady Bomar.
Who?
Some random guy just showed up at the bar, gave us some
I'll
coin.
start gathering energy at my hand. Continue. Name, description.
Human man, goggles, blonde hair, like short on the sides, purple and gold suits.
Oh,
They got a prosthetic arm.
let's see.
Listen, man. Is that good? Is that good? Can I, You're not gonna do anything, right?
Yeah, you're fine. And I'll like look around for a second and then move the hex onto a rat with my bonus action. Go, get out of here. Get.
Alright, they're gonna kind of like take some steps back and then like a 180 and just run off.
And Antonio will reach into his bag for the other thing that he got from the tailor that everyone else went to visit, since he already had his own clothes. And he'll pull out these black leather gloves that he puts on. And he'll say, in Abyssal, he'll just say out loud to himself, time for me to have a little talk with LT. And I will stomp off toward the headquarters.
Alright. Yeah, straight enough, you can see that it's filled with, Would you say that you're all there right now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I want to be here for this.
You see, like Twister just got back from his job. He's just like,
What time of day is it? No, fuck it. It's my day off.
Yeah, there you go.
Fuck it, it's my day off.
Is
I'm
Velveteen
gonna be
there?
Velveteen's not there because unless there's a case, he's not there. 'Cause he's staying at his respective house.
Antonio, gets the door open.
Alright, Tresh would be there, just kind of like eating some junk food on the couch as you kick the door open.
We just fixed the door.
Have any of you seen Velveteen?
No,
Uh,
he's not
the
usually
last-
here unless there's a case, so he hasn't been here in the past 3 days after we helped that halfling find their kitten.
The last time we saw him was at the play.
I'll
Why?
go up to Velveteen.
What happened?
Why? What?
Are you going to
You-
elaborate at all?
He sent someone to follow me around and spy on me.
What?
What?
Yeah! But
Why?
I'll tell you what, I'm gonna go up to his room and I'm going to get out my good stationery and write him the most strongly worded letter that you've ever seen. I'm not even gonna start it with Dear Velveteen. It will be to whom it may concern.
Fuck.
To whom it may concern, Velveteen, I'm upset. Talk to you later. XOXO.
Best.
Hope you had a good day.
I hope this email finds
As-
me screaming and crying.
Twister is gonna like concernedly like look out of the office, like headquarters. Can he see if there's like anyone out there?
Make another
Like-
perception check.
He's gonna guide himself.
Just some guy in a bush, like with goggles, like zooming in.
Galen, learn to fucking see, you little dipshit.
17.
Oh, 17, okay.
Yo, natural 17.
Yo, natural
For a
17.
Wow.
Natural 20 for a 17.
Brush your hair out of your good eye. The wind
You're like, this is
sweeps
so
it aside.
serious.
Okay. So the three of you look out and don't necessarily see anyone, but Trash kind of like just has a bucket of wings and kind of like looks over. It's like, oh yeah, they're right there, there. Did y'all just notice them?
I didn't see anything.
Yeah, she points over and you can see that there is kind of like talking to each other in the crowd while angled so that they can also still look at the building is the large Goliath woman as well as two other humans who are kind of like mingled with the crowd. Yeah, you've had those tails on y'all for a few days now, by the way.
Should have gave them names.
How far away are they?
They're about 60 feet away.
Yeah, Twister wants answers. He's gonna cast Hold Person on one of them.
Okay, which one are you aiming for, and what saving throw?
Big Goliath person, and
Okay.
it is Wisdom.
I'm assuming a 20 succeeds.
Fuck! Yes.
Wow.
They rolled high.
Oh my god.
Alright, but yeah, they can still feel you try to do that, right?
Yes, they can.
Okay. So after the spell goes off, you can see the Goliath woman kind of like react to it, and then just kind of like give a smile as she kind of like prods along the company to kind of like move on out to get to a different spot. You just see them walk away. They know their cover's been blown.
Oh hell no! Twister's following them.
I'm not gonna bother.
I just want to say, I'm gonna use my telepathic speech in her head and just go, count your fucking days. Just echoes in her
God.
head, and I'll end the connection immediately.
Okay. Yeah, Twister, you try it up.
Twister's tailing them.
Alright.
I'll
Go.
stay back. No, I'm
They're gonna
following
notice
them.
you tailing them very quickly. And they're gonna try to maneuver through the city
I'm
and
not trying to be sneaky.
yeah, they're gonna, yeah, like I said, after they notice you, they're gonna run off in different directions and kind of like do some parkouring around to try to lose you.
Oh, they're parkour kids?
Oh,
shit.
that's so cool.
So go ahead and I'll have you try to make an acrobatics check now to try to keep up. Who are you trying to follow now?
As I see that they're like all parkouring around, Twister will pull out his book real quick, get the knowledge from it, flash it into his head, and he's gonna get acrobatics.
All right.
Smart.
That's very smart.
So I have proficiency in acrobatics. I have to make an acrobatics check. 16.
All right. And which one were you following? It was,
Which?
it was two humans who had hoods over them, their faces, as well as the Goliath woman.
I don't know which one was tailing Twister. We'll go with the Goliath woman. Just
All right.
because she'd be harder to blend in.
All right. Possibly because of a large, taller frame,
Mm-hmm.
like a lot of muscles causing a lot of issues with not exactly the acrobatic frame going on, but yeah, you're able to kind of like catch up to them. Soon enough, like cut around a corner. They're kind of like jumping up bits of staircase and like trying to hop over rooftops, and you keep on following them. It does look like you almost lose them at some point, but you follow where they're going and notice like there's some scaffolding nearby that you just kind of like grab hold of and climb up quickly enough that you get right in front of them and trip them up.
Twister will just stop them as they're tripped. Who sent
fuck.
you? Was it Velveteen?
Holy fuck. Did you try to fucking cast a spell on me earlier?
Yes.
Listen, it's nothing personal or anything. We're just sent to follow y'all and try to get some information on y'all, because apparently you're all shady as fuck.
Were you the one tailing me?
Yeah, sure.
Insight check.
Alright, insight. They seem to be just trying to hide right there. You don't feel like they're obviously not being very sincere about this.
How much did he pay you?
That is
Not a lot.
That's a special clientele privilege, not to go ahead and divest investment.
Well, I just got my paycheck. And
Oh,
he
good for
jingles
you.
the 15 gold.
It's 3 times.
But you don't tell him.
Oh, you
you
want me
say-
to follow him?
Yes, actually.
Okay.
I'm not sure how well that would actually go. I'm gonna be honest and upfront with you.
At the very least,
Well, I'm not a very interesting person to follow.
Just sits at home and cries all day, and then goes to therapy. What a fucking
fucking
loser!
baby.
Go to-
Just me. I just
Um,
described me.
I go to therapy, help out former war veterans, and then help around the neighborhood. That's all he does. It's not even a lie either.
Twister's just gonna shake out the 15 gold.
Alright, well. Oh. You're paying.
He'll plop 15 gold into her hand. I just want to know why he's. Well, I already know why he's having people tail us. Just don't tell him anything about me or any of my associates.
Alright. Fair is fair.
And how much did you see?
How much did I see? that you... I mean, all I see is that you seem to be a busboy. Well, when you're not helping find cats or lost jewelry.
Okay, cool. And he'll just pat her on the shoulder and walk off. Fucking money, thank you, Velveteen.
So I have some different stationary options if you want to test them out. This one's gilded. It's got gold leaf on it.
Ooh, that's so nice. Yeah. See,
So
I
what
like
are we gonna do about Velveteen other than write a
Strongly worded
Letter.
letter.
yeah?
I assume this is all happening while Twister's running
Oh
off.
well.
Oh, 100%.
Mhm.
Well, the letter's in his room.
Okay. What else are we gonna do?
Well, it's a very strongly worded letter. I don't think we need to do much else.
I mean, do
I
you
don't know.
personally want to deal with the problem somewhat?
I'd like to talk to him and understand why he would feel
We could,
the
we could
need.
figure out where he lives. That shouldn't be difficult. Trash!
Hey, you could have just asked us.
Trash, where are you?
Right
You know where that
here.
bastard lives.
Trash, where are you?
Trash, you know where Velveteen lives?
Did I fill out paperwork giving my home address?
You
'Cause I
don't
don't
need
remember
to.
Oh, right, my tattoo and such. Never mind.
Yeah, he's probably up over in like the Dragon Towers.
Dragon Towers.
Yeah, it's where all the Dragon Marked houses live.
I mean, yeah. What? Do we know that Velveteen has a dragon mark?
Nope. Because it's covered up.
The
He has a dragon mark?
Yeah, he's got the mark of finding for a house Thrash.
he has the mark of finding, and he sent other people to spy on us.
I mean, why would I do if I'm not there? Never mind.
That's just
Doesn't
lazy
sound
at that point.
incredibly. Yeah, it doesn't sound incredibly bright.
We could pay a visit. We could deliver the letter to the door, slide it under.
Maybe knock.
Oh, we could do that as well.
All right. You really want to go up along those prudes?
It is kind of weird. Velveteen doesn't exactly strike me as one of the well-to-do folks.
He
He's got sort of
doesn't.
like a grungy, dusty kind of vibe to him.
He
Yeah.
does
Just living in
not
town,
seem like
you know?
he's one of the upper class.
Yeah, I wouldn't have took him at all for a man of class.
Oh, don't worry. That's actually normal for that house.
Oh,
It
lovely.
is. It is. It is. That's why I picked it.
Yeah. Oh no, they're pretty new. A lot of them are. You can say a lot of them are wild. They're still a Dragon Mark town, so you'll get people who are a bit more hoity-toity and asshole-ish.
Hoity-toity people aren't usually assholes. I find them
Uh,
quite entertaining.
I said or, not and.
They're usually assholes.
Are they?
Yeah.
There were lovely people at the theater when we went.
There was a lady that was very upset about her popcorn not being extremely hot when she got it. And
Well,
it just
yes,
seemed
of course.
like
The wind temperature is it has an effect as you walk down the aisle to your seat.
GM, do I think that I could knock
Galen unconscious.
Galen unconscious in one spell?
Probably.
Hey,
Y'all watch Antonio, like, the arms, just like a quick shimmer of light go up his shoulders and neck as he stares at Galen. He just blinks like 3 times. So
Listen.
are we...
at this point, we
Going?
don't all need beef with each other. But let's go. I think we should have a talk.
Sure. Let me go get the letter.
This time the door opens and Twister's like,
Oh, hey, we're leaving.
We're going to Velveteen's house.
What
Cool.
did you find
I
out?
caught up to one of them.
No.
Definitely Velveteen.
Lovely.
I paid them off.
Oh.
All right.
So-
Okay.
We
So
don't have to worry about
unnecessary.
Do we not need to bother Velveteen and then just let them spy on him?
I mean, that's what I bought them for.
What information
Well,
did they
one
get?
of them.
They say information about all of us? What do they know about me?
As far as I'm aware, I only caught the one that was tailing me, and the only thing that they apparently knew about me was that I was being a bus boy and helping out kittens and other things.
Hey, Nate.
Yeah.
How recent was the thing with a chaos where he destroyed the shed? How recent was that?
How recent do you want it to be? It's up to you to determine when any of your personal events happen.
I mean, that's fair. We'll say it was recent. We'll say that could have been soon, possibly.
Okay.
That was probably in the alley relatively recently.
So, yeah.
Well,
I should have
the
done
question-
something incriminating this past week.
Hold on. The question becomes: you paid that one off. What about the others?
That's what I'm saying. I think we should still pay him a visit.
Alright. So, we go to the Dragon Towers. Find Velveteen's house. Slide the note under the door. Leave. Right? Is that what I'm gathering the plan is?
Sounds
Oh.
good to me.
Do I know about the Dragon Towers, Nate?
Yeah, you know about the Dragon Towers.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
would
I know
at
about
least
the
like
Dragon
to talk
Towers.
to him.
I can't wait for you all to get there. Slide the note under the door, and from the other side, you just hear Velveteen reading it aloud.
We just listen through the door.
He mispronounces like 4 different words. Like, is he okay? Is he illiterate? Can we look into this?
That's what, like
why,
the
why
idea
are we
of
heading to the Dragon Towers?
all
though?
4 of us just rolling up, like, and just sliding the note and then leaving.
It's where he lives, apparently.
He's a
Got a
Dragon Mark?
Apparently.
That's what
That's
kids say.
I guess we can knock on the door. It would only be appropriate to deliver the mail face to face.
Sure, I think, Chaos, I think you're underestimating how strongly worded this letter is.
You
There's
could-
2 different curse words in the first paragraph.
Is it heck in all G's?
How many paragraphs are there?
Just 3.
I mean, it picks it up and it just like unfolds.
3 very long.
Oh
Paragraph.
my god.
It's a scroll.
Hear ye, hear ye. I guess
Alright.
we'll go.
Okay.
Are you go?
Taking about an hour's time of travel, you're able to go within Middle Central Plateau and make your way within the Sword Point district to the Dragon Tower Thorashk Enclave. Looking at the door, this is a sprawling complex of 3 different towers which are combined together. You can see that most of the people here are either are a mixture of humans, orcs, and half-orcs who, like a good 5th of them seem to have like a dragon mark that is visible on their body as they either go in and out or just kind of congregate around the area itself. A lot of the people here are very heavily armed. And you can see that there is a strong patrol of operatives, just not even just the watch that goes around the city itself, but members of the house wearing its banner upon their the banner of the lion, Lionne, which is half lion, half dragon, upon their chests as well.
Well,
I cast fireball on the board. I'm kidding. But I will go up with the letter in hand and slide it under the door and give a very triumphant thumbs up.
Are you sure that's even Velveteen's room?
Shit. And I'll like reach in my bag for my alchemist tongs and just slide it out.
Can I stop like a passerby, like more guard-looking person?
Yes? What is it?
Pardon the intrusion, good sir. We are associates of one. Do we know Velveteen's last name?
Maybe.
I looked-
Probably.
I looked through my flashcards. Well, we are associates of one Velveteen Despero. We are here to deliver a letter. I was hoping you could point us in the correct direction.
Is this house business? Oh, doesn't matter. Who
Personal
are you to be
business.
here?
Yeah.
Work business.
We are co-workers.
We kind of like take the letter and look over it, and then like hand it back to you. Ah,
It's harsh, I know. I was mad.
okay. Oh, I imagine the letter is still in like an envelope or something, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It's got a
And they
wax
didn't open it
seal.
up to look at it. They just kind of like made sure like it's just paper inside. Okay. A Velveteen does stay within this enclave, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can go ahead and well, they'll give you directions to Velveteen's room within the building.
Incredible. Thank you so much for your time.
Speaking of the wax seal on the letter,
Yes.
it is actually the same as the idol that's
Ooh.
the holy symbol, excuse me, that I wear, except it has 3 claw marks.
Is it recognizable?
Nate, considering my family, I'd
It's not
say
recognizable,
probably
do you
not.
know?
All right.
There is no check you can make to make this recognizable.
Well, I don't know. I might know a thing or two.
Can I make a perception check to see if like anyone's like looking at us or is like, oh no.
You don't need to make a perception check. You are not members of this house who just showed up and walked inside. People are looking at you, making sure you're not a threat.
I'm just making a
Mr.
beeline
will just
towards.
open up his book and we'll just be like this.
Just making a beeline to Velveteen's
How you
room.
doing?
Good day.
Let's just get in and out, please.
Sure.
Okay, so do we find it?
Oh yeah. You're able to find it easily enough.
I
Alright.
will more confidently slide the letter into the door.
Right.
Job done.
Velveteen, a letter is slid under your door.
I knock on the door.
I mean, I imagine Velveteen's asleep at this point, so they would have to make a little bit of noise for him to wake up.
After the door doesn't open after a few minutes, I'm going to bang on the door.
Okay, Velveteen at that point will wake up.
How
And
big
he'll
is
make-
Velveteen's apartment?
It's probably like a. Probably like a.
Studio or 1 bedroom?
Yeah, probably. It's probably a studio, realistically.
Sick. So I could feasibly see like at least the entrance to the bedroom through the
Mhm.
keyhole. I want to
Mhm.
cast light on something in his bedroom. 20 feet of bright light.
What are you casting it on? Is it his bed? Is it his lamp?
Let's go with the bedpost.
For the love of Jesus. No, not Jesus. Jesus doesn't exist. For the love of a god that it shall be named later. Edit over this.
Why is he swearing about my god?
For the love of Orion.
Orion.
For the love of someone. What the oh.
For the
And
love
I-
of someone I don't have.
Yeah. And then I hear the banging on the door, and as I approach the door, I will probably turn on like a light that's not that the blinding light, and then I will see the letter on the ground. And I do ask, are you consistently banging at this point, or is it like?
Yeah.
All right. Who's there? This is important. I paid rent this month.
It's the mailman. Open the door.
The mailman doesn't usually run at night and bang on the door, even if
Your
I have a
coworkers.
package.
Velveteen, open up, please.
Okay, and then you will hear struggling at first, but to get the locks off, and then he'll pick up the letter and he'll just pull the door some, and the door will open. And upon entering, he's just wearing like pajama bottoms, and you can see him missing his one arm, and his other arm is exposed at this point. What do you all need at blah o'clock in the morning or at night? I don't know what time it is.
It's a little after sunset.
Well, it's been a long day, getting here. And
A long
Fro
day
is
of listening to your operatives reveal information about us.
Okay, I'm guessing the big one wasn't very well hidden, and I'll motion them in. And upon like entering, you like the lights hitting Velveteen a lot more. Their left arm, where their tattoo or their mark is supposed to be, it's on their left forearm. You will see severe scarring up and down the arm and onto the left breast of their chest.
Oh.
Do you want something to drink before it starts? Because it's gonna be a lot of yelling. I know that for sure.
I'd actually love a cup of tea if you, I mean, a cup of tea, please.
There's some lavender, Earl Grey in the cabinet there. The teapot's
Ooh,
right
Earl Grey.
there.
That sounds great. Here, yeah, sit down. I got it.
No. No.
Right, yeah.
Hold on. Do I need to read the letter, or is the yelling going to include what's in the letter?
Well, now that we've had kind of a walk, the letter might be a little mean. It might here. Let me see it.
I go ahead and begrudgingly hand the letter back.
I'll just keep the letter.
I'm gonna start making tea in the kitchen.
Can I read what was on the letter?
Can I?
Yeah.
I'm gonna like open up the letter.
Velveteen's
like,
really
oh.
good at
Oh.
defusing situations.
Velveteen.
You use that swear word?
Why?
Wow, you really were mad.
Why did you hire people to follow us?
I mean, and he's wiping his eyes. It's very, very obvious if you think about it. Do you remember the spider that we had
Yeah.
a conversation with?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, I have a question for all of you.
Mm.
And go ahead and feel free to raise your hand. Who bared their soul that day? Who willingly put themselves out there and everyone else looked on?
Oh, no question, you did.
Let's go ahead and he puts his hand up. Now, isn't it interesting that I willingly shared something that hurts me to this day, and you all remain quiet, making me feel either like a fool or someone who cannot be trusted at this point? Feels kind of obvious to tell you, because you're all hiding some sort of secrets.
You could have
No.
asked.
Yeah.
was gonna
And
say,
did you
Velveteen.
ever consider that we didn't have any secrets to give?
And let's have a show of hands. Who hired other people to tail their coworkers?
This is fair.
Oh, I only
Who-
see yours. Oh, look at that.
Who went into a shack and destroyed it, placed a jar in their bag, and didn't seem to tell anybody. It's very interesting.
Okay. Private business. I mean, I can tell you what it was about if you would like, but I didn't assume anyone would need to know about my private business. Would you? I'm sorry. Would you like to know what it was about? Would you like to know why I'm here in Sharn currently?
I'd imagine, due to facial scarring, you probably lost a few loved ones.
Oh, you could have
Okay.
gathered that from when we were at the train station, and it was said to the entire group of us.
To be fair, though, this is me. I was gone and I came back and I missed that.
Oh,
Yeah, I was gone when that happened. I apologize.
To be fair, you could have listened to any of our jokes about having dead wife and kids.
Yeah, but it feels more of out of character.
No, it doesn't.
He didn't
Oh,
actually
shit,
know
yeah.
that.
my AirPods died.
Oh, rip. Stone can't hear us. Let's talk shit about them.
Yeah, way to be a
Talk
rock.
about
Got
how
him.
much we love them.
Yeah, wow.
Way to be a rock.
Way to be a rock.
God, you fucking nailed it, Johnny. Good. You killed it. Good one.
What did I miss in the 10 seconds that I had my headsets off?
I
You were
said way to
emotionally
be.
destroyed.
I said way to be a rock. Got him.
You're
Fuck.
my rock, Lulu.
Um,
Okay, back to the dramatic scene. Would you like to know what happened? If you are so inclined to hire people to follow us because you don't trust us, would you want to know the reasoning behind?
I mean, if you feel free to share, but also hold on 1 second. Nate, it's 10 o'clock. Do you want to keep going or do you want to save this for next time? I'm just curious.
We're gonna see.
Because I feel like this will be a good start to a new stream. I'm just saying.
You just don't want the consequences of your actions.
No, no, the consequences of my actions will just happen.
Oh
either
no,
way.
it's the consequences of my actions.
I fucked around. I'm about to find out. But I
Yeah,
feel like
you're
this
about
is
to find out.
But I feel like this is a good starting point for the next stream. I'm just saying.
Alright. Sure. Yeah, this is a good enough spot. Just get ready as you all take these emotions and lead them into the next major case. As next time we go ahead and play, we'll be going into Machines of War.
Oh, great.
Oh my god.
Sounds sexy.
In the meantime, though, thank you all for joining me here today. If you don't mind, we can go ahead and let all the wonderful people go ahead and know where all of you again, as well as where they can find you. So, as per usual, we're going to start with Brian.
What?
Get
Okay.
hacked.
Oof,
Right.
Well,
Brian.
I figured
What
this
we
was
always
probably
do.
gonna happen. Hi, I'm Brian. You can follow me on Twitter at Cosmic Zeta. I'm also starting to do a little bit of some streams. So you can catch those on twitch.tv/Cosmic Zeta whenever I decide to stream. It's quite sporadic right now, but I probably will eventually set up a schedule. We'll figure that out. But other than that, I don't have a whole lot.
Alright. Stone.
Hello, I am Stone. You can find me on Twitter at Hello I am Stone, where I like to just post and have some fun. I also stream a bit. You can find me on twitch.tv/Hello I am Stone. And I usually post when I'm going live on Twitter. I don't exactly have a schedule, but just on days after work where I'm like, let's fuck around and have some fun.
Alright. Thank you as well. Johnny.
Oh, that's me. Hello. I fucked around this campaign or this session and found out. But if you want to follow me on Twitter at It's Macho Madness, my cat's Twitter at Melvin Madness 0, my Twitch that's also It's Macho Madness, and maybe on TikTok we might get some content going on there at It's Macho Madness as well. And am I missing anything? Oh yeah, love yourself, love the others you're around, and what else? Trans rights are human rights. That's all I got.
True.
And D.
Oh, hi. Hello, my lovely fireflies. Thank you all for joining us. We had such a wonderful day today, didn't we? I just want to remind everyone that today's episode was about retribution. Not only can you be forgiven for your retributive acts, you can also be rewarded. Do not let your enemies force you to adhere to their gregarian systems of belief. Destroy them all, and you can find the path to the light. I will lead the way, and all you have to do is let me in. Bye.
I miss Wyndham so much. Oh my god.
All right.
Holy shit.
Is there any projects anyone can find you on, Bill D?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Becca.
Hello. I'm Becca. You can find me most places that I'm worth finding as Cool Armadillo, either with a zero as the final O or not. Currently, this is the only stream show that I am on, but that will change soonish. Ooh woo, ooh woo. And for other places you can find me on Saturdays, you can find me usually whenever we decide to get back into doing it on my podcast, Unlikely Adventurers, where me and my co-host Macy make really bad D&D characters and just talk about cursed things like D&D related dildos and stuff like that. Completely unrelated, but every other Tuesday you can check out this really cool podcast that I've heard of called Through Hollow Flames. It's in a homebrewed world, run by the lovely D. And it's a good podcast and a good listen to, and we've all played in that world. Ooh woo.
All right.
And they are the reigning, retaining TTRPG champion. And if you want to figure out how to win this belt, you can go over to their Twitter. And oh god, we have another guest
Hi.
here today. And yeah, that's it.
Again, thank you all for joining on tonight. Hope to see you all again soon. Have a wonderful evening, you wonderful people. That is amazing that the mask lights up. Holy shit.
It's a
God,
good
Thanks.
mask.
Absolutely incredible.
That's terrifying.
Monte. Love it so much.
Alright. Well, see y'all some other time. Have a wonderful evening. Bye
Bye,
now.
stream. Bye.